Ding dong YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I am the Jobless Coder, and it is now the 5th day of our adventure up here in Lake Louise since an arsonist lit a fire to our building Monday afternoon, causing it to burn to the ground. His name is Timothy Peterson. He is 40 years old. He was one of the employees here at Lake Louise Ski Resort. Today, Friday, is his trial. And so they're going to start the process of the criminal indictments against him. He is being charged with numerous amounts of things, so I've heard. Arson, of course, possession of a deadly weapon, because as I understand it, as his housemates tried to put out the fire, which he started in his bedroom, he strapped a kitchen knife or something to his wrist and was trying to stab them. So he had a knife with him, and he's also potentially being charged with 165 accounts of life endangerment. So unless he pleads mentally insane and goes to like a mental hospital or something like that, he should be going to prison for a very long time for what it is that he has done. I am currently riding the gondola at Sunshine Village, which means I am part of the 30 staff members who were at the Fairmont who got put up at Sunshine Village. I'm told that we have this housing agreement until at least September, which is the end of the 4-month contract that I had signed to work as a dishwasher. So I'm just going to do that, and I live here for the next 3 months, I guess, and we'll just see how things go. Of course, that also means that my schedule is going to be a little bit screwed up. Because this gondola takes 20 minutes to half an hour to get to the bottom of the hill, and then you have to catch a bus to go to Lake Louise still. So we're about 23 kilometers outside of Banff right now. I have to get a bus to go into Banff today to get some supplies and groceries. Well, not groceries, mostly just supplies, because we are being fed for free the food here at the restaurant, at least at the moment. It's possible that going forward into the future they could expect us to pay, the food bills or something like that, but for the time being it's free, which is nice, because in a way it's a benefit that I can cross a lot of things off my list for my budget. My budget was very tight as it was. I had everything planned out very well, and I'm going to be getting my first full paycheck on Tuesday, should everything stay the same in terms of that with HR. Because my first paycheck I got was only incorporating a week of work and like 1/2 of a day, and so now I've done 2 full weeks of work that will be incorporated into this paycheck, and then the next paycheck afterwards will be a little bit screwed up, because that is the one where we are being told that we're being paid for the hours that we're not working, that we were normally scheduled, until at least Sunday. It is now Friday, and I already had Saturday and Sunday booked off for my birthday. I had initially requested pretty much the entire week off because I wanted to go to an event up in Edmonton for my birthday with my friends, and my manager told me, no, I can't give you that time off because of the Calgary Stampede, and this is our busiest season, and yada yada, you have to be here working. And then one of the dishwashers quit / got fired after he blew up on another dishwasher. So it was kind of like a mutual thing, and he left. So even if she had given me that time off, she might have come back later and said, no, we can't give you that time off. And then I got those days off anyways, because that is all week long I've been doing nothing but running around and staying in hotels and catching buses, and definitely not working because the ski resort hasn't been open since the building fire started. Some of the staff members here have luckily gotten their things back. They were on the first floor, and I think that's what the fire department is doing, is they're starting with the first floor, going through and pulling out all the things that they can, and then they're going to assess second floor. Are the floors structurally sound? Can we climb through the windows? And is it safe to go in to grab things? Third floor people are royally fucked because there is no third floor anymore. It just does not exist. Second floor people, it's like a 5 to 10% chance maybe their stuff survived. And first floor people, unless they were on the first floor near the central part of the building, are fairly good. I mean, some of the pictures I took, you can see the curtains are still up in their room, so there's probably no fire damage at all. Of course, there would potentially be water and smoke damage, but that's a lot better than a pile of ashes of whatever your things used to be. Of course, those who have gotten their things back feel the survivor's guilt. Why is it me that gets it back when everyone else lost everything? But a win for them is a win for all of us. Everyone that gets anything back is going to be a win for all of us because we're just a big family here. And people even said, if I don't get any of my stuff back, just knowing that some of you guys did get your stuff back is real exciting and happy for everyone. So me, I don't know the specifics of my room because the corner of that section of the building on the second floor where my bedroom and my roommate's bed was on the other side is still standing. Whether or not there's a floor on the other side of that wall, it's impossible to tell, but it doesn't appear that there's a lot of fire damage to my window, just that it's broken, which, as I am told, the fire department does that to basically be able to pump water into the room. So potentially there may not have even been a fire in our room, but they probably broke the window and then sprayed a bunch of water in there, which would have obviously destroyed any technology. But I have bleached things with my OCD several times over, and I understand the amount of liquid that a device can partake. Now that's not the same as a direct stream of water from a fire hose coming at it, but if I can take my laptop apart and put the hard drive in a bucket of rice for a week and then try to plug it in with a SATA cable, maybe I can save some of my data still. So there's a hope for that. This gondola that we're riding is something else, I'll tell you. I have never seen anything like this in my life. I didn't even know that a gondola can turn 90 degrees until I got here in Sunshine Village. We are in the bay right now where it's turning 45 degrees, and then there's a second bay that we go through further down. There it turns 90 degrees before it goes down to the base of the mountain. So having to do this journey every day to get to work is going to be hell, really. But as I mentioned before yesterday, there's upsides and downsides to each of the options that were provided, because the alternative is to be in a trailer or a motorhome camper RV. They're 30-foot long C-class RVs in the parking lot of the ski resort, which is going to make the commute really, really nice, given that you can wake up and walk 2 minutes across the parking lot to get to work. But then there's a million questions about, well, what about the gym? It was a 2-minute walk to the gym facility from Chucktown. It's an hour walk from the top of the ski hill in the parking lot. Are they providing shuttles down there throughout the day and evening for those who want to go and work out? What about laundry? How are they going to do that? Are they going to have to get a bus to one of the hotels to use the laundry facility at the hotel? What about showers? What about running water? Are they going to drive a truck around in the morning, a water truck, and fill up all the tanks, and then you have to ration your water tank in your motorhome throughout the rest of the day? Or are they going to try to somehow connect all of the motorhomes to the main building plumbing? I have no idea. Electricity, Wi-Fi, all of that. It's all sorted here and handled at Sunshine Village. Wi-Fi is free. Obviously, bathrooms and showers and laundry facilities. The laundry machines are like regular household laundry machines. They're not the industrial ones, so they don't even cost any money. So that's another thing that I can cross off my budget in terms of expenditures. I don't have to pay any money for laundry anymore. The gym that is here is just free. It's accessible. You can go in and use the equipment. So I can cross the $50 a month gym membership off of my budget. So in a way, this is almost a blessing in disguise, in that all of this money that I had allocated for bills and gym memberships and laundry machines and food and all of that can now be put towards something else. So I'm going to have to go sit down and rewrite my budget and try to figure that all out. A very, very, very generous and wonderful individual commented on one of my videos the other day. He's from Edmonton, and his daughter just moved out here for a job, and so he's coming out on Saturday to visit her and bring her into Banff to give her a little reprieve from the nightmare that we've all gone through. And so he's going to be meeting up with me, and I am told he wants to bring something, a gift, I guess, for me. I mean, it is my birthday tomorrow after all. So because I'm here in Banff, that's going to make it a little easier, because my plan was to commute from Lake Louise to Banff to go to the hot springs in the morning and then go to the movie theater in the afternoon to watch a movie. And everyone's like, oh, what movie do you want to see? Well, what movie do you think? Of course it's going to be the new Spider-Man movie. I'm wearing my Spider-Man robe this morning that my friends got me out of the free pile from all of the clothing donations that we've got. So in terms of clothing, I'm set. In terms of food, I don't need to really get any, because we can just go and get it and sign our name on a piece of paper, and it's all paid for free. I had the opportunity to sit down and speak yesterday with Rich Berkeley. He is the CEO of the ski resort, and he was just sitting eating his lunch in the Whiskey Jack Lodge. So I sat down and had a nice conversation with me, and he told me about Sunshine Village when I mentioned I was coming here, and how the gondola works, and the hours of operation. I am told that they're going to be slightly modifying those hours for us that need to go down to work in the morning. And I already noticed that this morning. I was up at 7:30 and the gondola was running. When it wasn't supposed to be running until 8. It goes from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m., so I don't know in the evening how late it's going to be open. Friday nights it's open till 10:30, so that's nice. They give you a little bit of extra time to spend in the village of Banff to do things. So I've told my manager that I'll come back to work on Monday. I'm going to take the weekend off and get some supplies and get settled into my new home here, and then I'll look at coming back on Monday. There are some people that are probably not going to come back at all, and they've been told that they will be provided housing for the foreseeable future until they can find something else to do with their life, if they do in fact leave the ski resort. I want to stay around and be here for our family. And now we feel more like family than ever before because we've all been through this tragedy together. And one of the things Rich told me yesterday is that they're starting the process of architecturally designing the new building, which I knew they were going to be building a new building. They're starting it Monday, so they're moving fairly rapidly on this process. Now the building itself probably won't be constructed until several years. Of course, you need permits and all of that. I'm sure the government will be bending over backwards to get those permits expedited as fast as they possibly can, because obviously the building's not going to be ready for the winter season, and that is when things are going to be real challenging to figure out, logistically speaking, because the RVs that they are renting right now are costing $350 a night per RV, is what I am told. And so Rich even told me himself, yes, this is costing millions and tens of millions of dollars, all because of the actions of this one Timothy Peterson. So the new building will take probably several years to construct. I would like to stick around for that long to be a part of the new staff working out of that building. Obviously, I don't want to do dishwashing the entire thing, but now that I've gone through this, I've met a whole bunch of people in different departments that I didn't even know existed. I've met some guys that work in IT. I met John, the IT manager here at the ski resort. I've now sat down and spoken with the CEO directly, and one of the things he told me is he wants to get us all together. He doesn't like having his staff split up all over the valley like this, and some people are still up at the Lake Louise inn at the moment. They only have that till the 15th. So now the next immediate action for them to figure out is, okay, these people at the inn, where are we going to put them when they eventually have that run out of time? And then we wanted to get everyone together. I don't know if they're going to build some kind of makeshift camp. Maybe they can bring in modular style housing that can be constructed very rapidly and get us put into those. So for the foreseeable future, I will be up here at Sunshine Village and doing the commute from hell, I guess it will be, to work every day, and we'll just go from there. I plan to keep these videos going because I think it's an interesting documentation. It's not every day that you get to be a part of an international news story. They had for both nights on the CBC national news the information about the fire, and now because this man's trial is today, there'll probably be another story tonight on the news about the whatever the trial is and what he's being charged with and all of that. So yeah, we're slowly starting to rebuild. I've gotten a few things back. I got this hat back yesterday, or the day before. I got this really nice bandana from the event staff. They were handing them out at the Canada Day parade that I went to because I had Canada Day off, and so a lot of my colleagues didn't get to get one of these awesome bandanas because they weren't at Canada Day. They were working that day, and then it burned, of course, and so I have another one now, so that's nice. And then just slowly starting to reacquire all of my things. I have a friend from Calgary that's also coming out on Saturday to bring me some things, and yeah, it'll be quite a wild and interesting next couple of days, weeks, and months. If nothing else, my life is certainly exciting, and this week has been nothing but excitement and heartbreak and lots of crying. So I want to thank everyone for following me on this journey, and I'll just keep you guys posted on whatever is happening next. and the steps in going forward into the future. We all got $250 Visa cards yesterday, courtesy of, I believe, Canada Post in Calgary. So thank you to them. They are given to us, no questions asked. We can spend them on whatever we want or need. So that's, wonderful that everyone has been so helping and so generous in our greatest time of need. So thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.